So, okay, well, Budo from the fight.
Hey.
Shall I give it in alphabetical order? Shall I give it in numerical order? How do you want me to do it?
I think that should be your call, Dave. You are the boss of this one, mate.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll do it in the order I've actually done it on the sheet. So, Kosa, you gained 3.3 Budo.
Yes.
Kinzo, 7.5. Kyūryū got 4.
Oh, yes.
Yanagi got 2.5. As did Asakura, and Tomoe only got 1.5.
Is it 2.5?
2.5, yes.
So I'm over level 2 now.
Did I hear that right, Dave? 7.5?
Yeah. I can recalculate.
And you're going up to level 3?
7.5.
7.5, not a scratch of damage.
Well, let me have a look. So who did Kinzo take out? A level 2 Budoka, a level 1 and 2 level 1 Yakuzas, and there was a little bit of extra.
Oops.
And another half.
I just accidentally disconnected from Discord voice by connecting on my phone by accident. Sorry about that, troops.
Fair enough. Kosa took out a level 2 Rebel Yakuza, a level 1 Rebel and a level 1 extra. Asakura took out a level 2 Rebel Yakuza and 2 level 1 extras. Kyūryū. That was a level 1 Yakuza and I think it was a level 1 Rebel. And Yanagi took out a level 2 Yakuza.
Nice. So we've got level ups to do then.
Quite possibly.
I do. So.
And the rats.
Oh yeah, the rats.
Took out 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 of them. So the rats got a fair bit as well.
So, quick first question: does the 12.75 become 2.75 and you start counting again, or does it just stay at 12.75 and the next level's
just
20?
total it all up.
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay. So, level 2, roll some hit points, right?
It's roll a d10.
Okay. The dice back on screen for this. Come on. 5, I'll take it.
Fair enough. So we put your roll at level 2 as 5, and you change your level to 2.
Okay, and hit points is... So did I change the permanent hit points to...
No.
Nope. Oh no,
Nope.
you put in the hit points you gained, don't you?
Exactly.
Where's that?
So your hit... If you scroll over to the right...
Yeah.
In column AA...
Yes, I see it. Roll at level 2, 5. There we go.
Yes.
And that's automatically added it over here, is it?
Yep. Because your permanent hit points are in a calculated cell.
Sweet as a nut. Lovely. Love it. I am no longer on death's doorstep.
Well, you just need to get your health up a bit, don't you?
Yeah. I have taken 24 subdual damage. I think I had 27. Yeah, I had 27 before that roll. Hit points max.
Okay.
Level 2,
Now,
baby.
So Asakura is on 1.5. Kosa, yeah, Kosa's been well.
Well, yeah, Kosa's nearly level 4.
Level 4?
A long way up level 3.
Level 4.
Oh no, well, is it not? Is it not 30 for level 3 and 40 for level 4? No.
No, it's 50.
Ah. So what's
50
level?
for level 3. Go on.
Oh, so level 3's 50, right? Okay. So does it go?
Yeah.
10, 50, 100.
And is it 100 after that? I'm not sure. I think
Got
so.
ya.
I'm not sure.
Got ya.
It's
Can't
10,
Everyone
it,
copied it.
it's 10, 50, 100, 500, 1,000, and then if you get to above level 6,
Jesus.
lots more.
1,000.
Yeah, and you have to have that amount of on as well.
And on, yeah.
Okay, so when we defeat enemies in battle, we get Budo, right?
Oh, I was looking at your on, I wasn't looking at your Budo. I'm stupid.
Defeating enemies in battle, you get Budo.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get on. Now, as far as this is concerned, you have two choices. Are you going to want it to be known what you've done?
I mean, isn't it going to be anyway? Don't people talk about these things anyway? I mean,
It all happened at
in the Yakuza circles,
it all
in the
happened at
criminal,
night, didn't it?
in the
Have
criminals.
you left any witnesses?
Yes, we have. We
No
have.
witnesses.
We have. There was 2 prostitutes.
3.
3. We have left witnesses, guys.
Do you
No,
think they're going to talk?
the prostitutes have come with us. As far as we're
Exactly.
aware, we've left no living
Oh,
rabbits,
did we take them?
and there might be some dock workers who spotted us, but they're not going to say anything.
Yeah. And it was at night.
You did actually leave some living rabbits. If you
In the
remember,
water.
one of them got knocked into the water. A second one dived in to rescue his boss, and a third one jumped into the water to try and rescue his dad's tobacco pipe, which had got knocked out of his hand.
Well, as a character, I don't know that till I'm told it. But as far as I'm concerned, we keep this secret.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, if we want to get him anyways, Tomoe should be able to hit him in the water.
Mm-hmm.
So, as far as your beliefs in yourselves, you can each have 2 on for that fight. But because it is being held close, the wider world will not be aware of how great you are.
But within the Yakuza world, people will. Though. That'll be known within the underground, won't it?
Oh yes.
Does that go in the on from actions?
If you can add 2 to your on from actions.
Oh shit! I need to change that back to 33. And on from actions is.
Which is
aim
2
is-
squares above your total on.
Yeah. I suppose we change our earned status once we're all done with this.
2 squares above my total on is key.
No. In cell G47 is how your on is calculated.
47. Ah, okay. Got it.
You got 15 from your birth.
Yep. So it says
sorry,
total
you
on
get,
40.
you get, yeah.
Right, that's not updated up here. Should that have updated up here?
It should have done because it should be a calculated cell.
Okay, well it should say 40. I'll fix that. There we go. Done.
Equals that.
Should be 40, yeah? Yeah.
It's now a calculated cell. It looks it up from that total.
Sweet.
Okie doke. You can also add 5 status to your rat gang group.
5 in earn status, yeah?
Add 5 to your earned status for rat gang.
I've just accidentally deleted what was in the cell below it, Dave. How do I get it back?
You undo.
Right click undo. I'll control Z.
If you have a look up on the toolbar, second icon from the left is undo.
Just quickly, Dave, as Leanne's not here, I've done her on Budo and status. Just
Thanks
so
so much
they're on.
indeed.
You gentlemen. Okay, fix that.
Okie doke.
As a matter of interest, Dave, are we expecting her back?
I thought so, yes. I mean, I will contact her again, but I was expecting her back.
Okie doke.
Okay. Shall we return to the screen?
Yeah.
Okay, basically, you are legging it with is it 3 or 4 prostitutes? I can't remember which.
You can never have enough prostitutes, really.
Ladies of the night.
Ladies of the night. Working girls.
It was 3 actually.
We're going to go take
Actually,
them back
no,
to work
4.
for the rats, aren't we?
Apologies, 4. Well, the rats were taking them back to work for the rats,
Yeah.
yes. You also have a strongbox.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still carrying that, Kinzo, or
was-
did you pass it on to one of the rats?
Kinzo ran down with it and gave it to one of the rats, didn't he? Think.
I and a rat are carrying it between us.
Okie doke. Okay, so basically, you exit stage left and head along the docks to where your fellow has captured the ferries, and it's going to take you several trips across the river to get everybody over. So, how many are there of you in total?
We are 6 in the party, plus 5 rats, I think, and 4 prostitutes.
I think it was 10 rats.
Oh yeah, so we're 20 people.
And the ladies of the night.
Yeah,
all 4 of them.
Including them, we're 20. So there's 6 of us, 4 of them, and 10 rats.
Okay, so it's going to take 5 boatloads. So that's going to be effectively 3 trips across. So, now 1.
Ooh.
Okay. The trips across the river are successful, but unfortunately a hue and cry is raised on the docks behind you. So you're not going to have much time to do stuff on the other side. You're certainly not going to be resting around in a leisurely manner. Okay, you make it across the river safely, but people know in the city in the town that the ferries have been stolen and people have escaped. So 2 and 2 is obviously going to be put together. The rats. Let's just move you to the general map.
It's all black. Where am I?
So let's move you all to Miyazaki. Hopefully that's moved you there.
Yep.
Right. So, there was supposed to be an agreed location that you were going to hide all the stuff you're not supposed to be carrying. Okay. Now, from memory, Kinzo, you did find the keys, didn't you?
Yes, we did.
That's what I thought.
Or rather, what the rat who's helping me, he found the keys.
Yes. Okay. There are 2 options. You can either head up the road yourselves, or you can join the rats. What they're going to do is heading for the shoreline about there.
Up the coast.
Well, no, they're going to wait for the boat to start heading north, because it was going to dock, unload its cargo today, and then sail on the afternoon tide.
Okay.
So the intention would be that their intention was to wait there and hide in the woods at the edge of the sea, and then when the boat turns up, it'll drop a ship's boat, send it to shore, and collect them. Now, do you wish to join them in that, or do you want to head up the road?
Mr. Leader?
I would suggest we stick with the rats.
Okey-doke.
Strength in
So-
numbers.
Fair enough.
Well,
In-
it also means we keep an eye on the loot.
We don't. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okey-doke. As far as that is concerned, then, there are a number of the rats who will be attempting to hide your track.
Okay.
So, let's hope they get some good rolls.
Mixed bag
One of them
there.
is- One of them is sent off in disgrace to help carry the box, and one of them will do not too good a job, but the other one does an absolutely wonderful job at hiding your tracks. So, effectively, you are sneaking cross-country between those two villages and making for the shore. It is still the middle of the night, so there is a very limited chance that somebody will see you. And you believe you have made it safely to the shelter of the woods. Given that you're going with the rats, there's no point in trying to hide the weapons for later collection. Okay?
Okay.
So, you are hiding in the woods. They will again attempt to do a disguise as to where everybody is.
Oh, jeez.
Not a great job. But never mind, never mind. Nobody would suspect you were there, would they? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Right. The afternoon comes and the afternoon goes, and there is no sign of a ship. In fact, there's very little sign of shipping on the in offshore at all.
If it, they're preventing any ships from.
Yeah, I think so.
Makes sense.
It
Maybe
would make
stop them all
sense.
while they search them all.
Well, there's nothing to find on the ship you came on because
It's just
all
players.
all the stuff that was smuggled is in your hands.
So I think the ship will turn up, just be delayed. I think we wait another day.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll
Fair
need
enough.
to pay people off and all that to get it by. Take time.
You have a quiet day in the forest. I'm afraid it's cold camp, so
It's the 21st, it is, yeah.
so it's going to be cold.
I think.
Let's see. It is the let's see. You carried out on the attack on
25th, 25th,
Naimutsuki. Sorry, not my Naimutsuki. Where are we?
24th.
24. The night of the 24th. So today is the 25th. And you just hide in the woods, and you each knock off a cold ration from your list. Luckily, nobody actually finds you, and you can hear various noises coming from the village to the south, which sound like somebody's ransacking the place.
1 second, 1 second. Oh, no, I have. Sorry, I thought I couldn't find any food on my inventory. I was going to have to borrow some, but I found it. Never mind.
Are you sure you weren't having somebody else carry it for you?
No, I found it. Yeah, I found it. It's fine.
Okay. Let's see. So that is then.
Do we recover our subdual damage, Dave?
Yes, all your subdual damage is back.
Nice.
I'm afraid the conditions are not great. So has anybody taken any lethal damage?
Not me, but someone did in the fight, I think.
Yes, I did.
Well,
Happy to doctor on the on the afternoon we're waiting or whatever.
probably as well. The conditions
try
aren't
it out.
great.
Yeah,
As long as you gotten better than last time, I think this time it hurt even worse.
well, it's your call. I
Give it a go.
I have physician's kit, bandages, etc. So it's
Yeah,
I
let's
can
try
make
it.
a go of it.
We have,
Okay.
yeah, we have time. You might as well.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh well.
Okay.
Missed by 3. Ignoring anything else, just on a straight BCS. That's failed by 3.
Okay, so unfortunately it's only crude shelter, which is +1.
I do have a bandage.
You didn't fight, you didn't travel, so basically you've rested up. You have a physician attending, you're using...
Got a bandage.
Are you using up a medical unit? Medical kit unit?
Yes.
Okie doke. So that's 1, 2, 3 plus your healing rate. Is what you get back in lethal.
My healing rate is 5.
Okay, in that case you get 8 lethal back.
All right.
Of the 2 needed. There we go.
Yep. I'll heal that.
Okie doke.
All good.
You camp out for the night. Unfortunately, it's a wet night, I'm afraid. Continuous rain. So, can I have a health saving throw for each of you?
Yep. 2 seconds. Just need to go to the fridge. In the kitchen is next to my office, so it's literally 2 seconds. Right, what are we rolling? Health saving throw.
Health saving throw.
Come on. 2. That'll be a success.
Oh, 4. Nice.
Okay. Who missed by how much?
I missed by 3.
Okay. You're cold and wet, but you don't develop the shivers.
Made it by 2.
Nice.
Fine. Everybody else is fine. Don't really notice the weather. So focused on that chest.
I mean,
Okay.
I know my pectoral
Is it heavy?
muscles are
Is it
fine,
heavy,
but you
Kinzo?
can take your eyes off them for a minute, man. It's alright.
It was quite heavy, yes.
Are we going to look inside it?
Well, it's not up to us. We haven't got the keys, have we? So
Yeah.
can't do it without the rat's permission.
Well, the rat feels that it'd be best to let the Oyabun open it. There may be secrets of the rabbits which he would rather were
Yes.
kept.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, but if we're going with the Yakuza route, we stick to it.
Yeah. Don't break their rules. Or they break your legs.
Okie doke. Thankfully, mid-afternoon, a ship hoves offshore,
Hey.
and a boat is lowered and sent across, and you're all ferried back out to the ship. As you suspected, yes, they were held up. The docks were searched. So many murders. The bouquet were not happy. Anyway, you and your team get on board the ship. And the ship sails north. Well, northeast. The weather today is... It's a westerly breeze, so it's on the quarter, which is good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So you make it to Irawa and stop for the night, just anchored offshore. So you reach Miraba, and the following day it's switched round to the southwest, so it's directly on your stern, which is also good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
The Kami of the Wind is
They're
pleased with
not.
us.
They're not going to actually make it. They're going to go round the point and anchor off the Temple of the Great Waters, because that gives them shelter from the south if a storm gets up. Which is just as well, because it's a moderate breeze the following day in the south. Again on the quarter, but the opposite quarter. It's as if the Kami themselves were taking you home. Actually, they have taken you home. You've gone past home, but you know what I mean. So you're going to have to beat across there. So that's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you can only get to Kagami. You can't quite make it to Nobioka. They're not going to try sailing up the river in the dark. So you reach Kagami, anchor, and finally a southerly breeze the following day takes you up the coast to Nobioka and then upriver to the docks.
We were fed on the boat. I don't need to take 2 days off my food, do I?
Correct. They feed you on the boat.
Cool. Back to Nobioka,
Okay.
boys.
You reach Nobioka, park at the docks. You and your compatriots get off. One of the rats comes with you to help you carry the box, which they take to a Godon, which you recognize, actually. You remember the one that was haunted?
Mm-hmm.
That's where you take the box.
The one where they had the people there and they were doing like a spiritual cleansing of the place, weren't they? And Nobioka was shut down for the day. Is that the one you're talking about?
No.
It's the one where we expelled the ghost.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
The one where you detected a trapdoor about there.
It is. How it'd been done in.
Yeah. Okay. So
Hachiro's on this
move you
map.
up to the... Yep. I'll just move you up to the GM layer. Well, Hachiro was there. He actually bravely dispelled the ghost.
Ooh, the map.
Eventually, yes.
The map goes black
Okay,
and grey when we go for it.
eventually,
That's
yes.
cool.
After running away in fear once.
Well, these things are
wasn't-
difficult, you know.
He wasn't the only one. Okay. Yes, this is actually where you will be meeting with your friends from the Rat Gang. So Ishidu is there waiting for you. He, along with Ishino, he welcomes you back
It's all black for me.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's because we're off the map.
Yes.
My apologies. Let me move all your tokens there.
Mm-hmm.
That would be more sensible. So where are we? Miyazaki Docs. Let's just grab your tokens from there. So we want the most recent ones. Well, for a start, let's take the cross off Yanagi, because he's not actually dead. Or knocked unconscious. Kosa. Roll 20's being annoying again. Taking forever to do anything. Moe. Kosa, Kinzo, Tomoe, Asakura, and Yanagi. Who's missing?
Kinzo.
I think I'm missing because my map's still grey.
Oh, I haven't moved everybody on there yet.
Okay.
Okay, I know who's missing. It was the guy up on the roof. So, I'll see. Go to the the warehouse and Control V.
Hey.
So hopefully you can all see now.
Yes. Yes.
Good.
Yanagi's token's green though.
What is that?
I've hooked
Was that because
out.
I was making it standing out? Hang on. Yeah, tint color. None. That's better.
Channeling my inner banner.
Okay, yes. This is a warehouse. Now that you are here and you've learned a little bit more about them, one of the rats will explain this is their sake brewing operation. They had a slight problem with one of the customs and excise people getting an interest in it.
Nah. So it's not a licensed sake brewing operation then.
Gives you an old-fashioned look.
Probably best if we don't too much.
Anyway, Bushido will welcome you back. Thank you for your assistance in the fight and compliment you on your skills. He's had a report from a couple of the guys that you acquitted yourselves exceedingly well. And he will give you a gold apiece for your assistance.
Lovely.
And he believes you're also due a share of the loot taken from the gambling den.
Mm-hmm.
Seem fair.
So normally it would be half to the gang and half split amongst those there. Since you were acting as an independent unit assisted by the gang, he offers you a third of the loot from the chest. And one of the girls is yours as well.
Well, we don't really have any use for her, I'm afraid.
Drugs. Well, skills are useful in the docks.
Send her to help out Tomo's mother with the clothes making.
Yeah, let's get her a new life, a new career.
Yeah.
She's free now. She's free from those assholes. She doesn't have to be a prostitute anymore. She can do what she wants now. She's free.
Probably doesn't know anything else.
Good point. Good point.
She could start to learn. That's what I mean. But,
Yeah. I'm with Doc. Let's get her a better life.
Okay. And
Could be our excuse to go visit where Tomoe is from. A nice journey adventure.
let me just check something. Hey, all right. He basically she's from a low-ranking farmer family. They basically sold her, pay family debts. So she has farming skills, and that's about it. So she can certainly look after the house and free up Tomoe's mum for mum's time. Okay, well, you have acquired a young lady. Let me just get a name for you. Kuchiki.
Uchiki.
Kuchiki. Kuchiki. Okay. She is handed over to you, and the Oyobun ceremonially opens the chest. And starts taking out coinage. Okay, and there is a heck of a lot of copper, a fair bit of silver, and a couple of gold. So, let's roll and see what's there. So, there is 2d2 gold. So there are 3 gold. There are 2d10 silver. 9 silver. And there are 4d100 copper.
Right, middling all the way.
So that's 2 golds, 9 silver, 208 copper. 2 golds, 9 silver, and 208 copper.
That's a lot of copper.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what do you think that they gamble with on the docks?
No, I thought thieveries were classy Yakuza, the old gold coins.
Nah, not the rabbits. Maybe the rats. The rabbits are Miyazaki scum, mate.
Okay.
So that's a total of 1198. Equals that over 3. So that would come out at 400 copper.
Between us. Between 6 of us.
So
Wow.
they will sort that out. Well, they'll give you it 6 silver and... Sorry, they'll give you 1 of the gold. Hang on a second. And 40 copper, if that's okay.
Between a lot of us.
Yes.
It's 1 gold and 40 copper, okay.
I presume Kosa will add that to party funds. There is also a fair bit of paperwork in there, which he looks at, and debts, IOUs. Right. Not worth very much, but possibly worth something in the future. We'll just have to see whether we can sell them on. All right, he will keep track of that. If they can make any more money out of what's in the chest, they will let you know and let you have your share. But as a straight cash, 1 gold, 40 copper.
Okay, can they break that down for us, Dave, so we can share it out straight away?
They can give it to you in 6 silver and 220 copper, if you'd rather have that.
Yeah, there's 6 of us, so 1 silver and then split up the copper, eh?
Sorry.
3 silver, you mean, don't you?
Well, sorry. My apologies. It should be 12 silver, but they can't give you 12 silver. He will pull 12 silver out of his pocket.
Yep.
It's 12 silver, so 2 silver each.
And 220
silver.
copper.
Okay, we can put the silver straight in our sheets. Somebody want to do the maths on the copper? What was it?
Well, we'll just
220 divided by 6?
Yeah.
I'll get my calculator.
30, 35. 35 is 210.
220
If everybody takes
divided by 6.
2 silver
It's
and 35 copper.
36.666 recurring, so 36 each.
35. We'll put the rest in the pot.
Okay.
2 silver
2
and 35 copper each.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now I have 63 copper. I would like to ask him if he would swap me 30 copper for a silver or 31 copper for a silver, whatever his exchange rate is.
He's sure he can find somebody to swap it for you. He kind of points at one of his rats who will come over and swap you.
In fact, can I swap them both for silver? Can I swap 60 or 62 for 2 silver?
Yes, he's willing to do that.
Just trying to stay underweight here. I'll add 15 and 1 copper. Okay. That's my share done, boys.
I've updated tomorrow's money as well. Just
Nice one.
Thanks very much indeed.
keeping track.
Good stuff, David.
Well, if you're trying to keep your money down, he's quite happy to offer to gamble with you double or quits.
Yeah, gamble some of it away.
It's not the money I'm trying to keep down, it's the weight. Let me be more specific.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't mind a little bit of gambling with you guys. You're our friends now. We're work colleagues. I don't mind a wee game of cards or whatever it is we play. Mahjong? No, that's Chinese, isn't it? That's not Japanese.
Yeah, probably
It's
still
normally-
play it.
I used to play that when I was a kid. We had a really nice Mahjong set when I was growing up. It was like a thing in our family, yeah. Like my grandparents played it and other relatives played it. It's always been a thing in my family. A weird one.
Okay, he will thank you and ask what your intentions may be for the near future.
Take a bit of a break, probably.
Okay. Do you wish him to release you from the? Do you wish him to release you temporarily from the agreement?
Yes, please.
Well, that's the only thing.
Wait, what's our agreement?
Yeah, unless there's anything immediately in the town you would like us to do first before we take a break. So, Doc, the agreement was we are now retainers for the Rat Gang. We are not like full-time employees, but we can be called upon to aid them, and we get a monthly wage for doing so.
Okay.
Obviously, we'll just take a break if we're going far away.
It's basically coming up to the end of the month, and day after tomorrow it would be renewed for another month. So, if you wish to take a temporary break, he's happy to release you.
Are we take a month? Cancel it for a month?
What are we going to do?
Ready object?
What is the plan? What's the next plan of action? Is it to go take this prostitute to Tomoe's mother? Because
I thought we were kind of leaving
she's quite far away, isn't she?
province. Yeah.
Right, we best do because we can't keep her, can we?
No, I've got no use
We
for
don't
her.
want her with us, do we?
Yeah. So honestly, I think our break, so to say, from our contract would be to travel there.
Yeah. How far away is it? Like,
Shouldn't we ask her what she wants to do? If she's truly free, doesn't she get a say?
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, but she does.
Rather than assume that we're taking her there, what does she want to do? Maybe she's got family somewhere else she wants to go to, or maybe she just wants to go a long way away. Who knows?
Yeah, let's ask her what she wants.
her family sold her to the Yakuza.
Well, quite, but she's got, your family is more than maybe her parents. Maybe she's got an aunt she wants to go to, or, we don't know the extent of it, but until we ask her what she wants, we don't know.
What to do?
She doesn't have any. Working in a farming village would be immeasurably better than the situation she's been in.
Well, you think we know somewhere where
somewhere
you'd
safe.
be welcome?
So we will ask Tomoe, do you think your mother can shelter this woman, give her a better life? She can work on the farm, help your mother out. She'll have more time to do her craft.
Well, her mother is a craftswoman, and therefore having somebody to look after the house, cook the food, grow the vegetables, etc.,
Gives
that
her more
would
time
certainly
to
be a
work.
benefit.
And
Yes.
give her more time to work, she can potentially make more money, providing a better life for her and for this prostitute. What's her name again?
Cheeky. Cheeky.
Kuchiki.
Kuchiki. So, okay, tell Oyaban that we would like to take a month out of contract, basically.
Okay.
Next month.
He bows politely and wishes you well in your endeavours, and thanks you for his assistance in lighting the firecracker.
Okay. How much status did we gain from this whole thing?
We already got that. We got +5.
+5, okay.
You got 5 status in the rat gang. You gained 2 on, because it's being kept close. So you know what happened, and the rats know what happened. Some of the rabbits might, but I think very few of them. I think the only person that they might remember is Kosa. Because it was Kosa who they all jumped into the water to get away from. All fell in the water.
Yes. So,
Killer
run
Kosa.
away.
And it was dark.
Ran away from me. And I was quite fearsome.
Well, to be honest, one of them fumbled and dropped his tobacco pipe and had to dive in to rescue it. Okay, so I presume you're going to pop along to One Shoes
See
for the
One
night?
Definitely have to go see One
Okay.
Shoe if we're going to be
One Shoes.
leaving for a while.
Okay.
I'm honestly not even sure if 1 month is enough.
Well, that's what I was wondering. Isn't it quite far?
Especially if we're gonna go there, do something, and then go back as well.
Okay, is One Shoe in when you get to the hut? Yes, he's in.
Konnichiwa, One Shoe.
Welcome. Have you just come up from Hanamishisu?
Yes, we have. Oh, Miyazaki.
Via
Well,
Miyazaki.
You sailed past Hanamishisu, didn't you?
Yeah, technically, we've come via Hanamishisu, yeah.
Well, he will tell you the latest gossip in town. The daimyo is still having his problems with the walls, etc. He understands that there's attempts afoot to start a village back up again. He looks at Kinzo.
This is where we replaced the statue to the kami of the well, wasn't it? Where we first...
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're actually, because it was a fishing village, wasn't it?
No.
What was it? There was something
That was
there.
a fishing village. It's a long way.
There was, that's right. But there was something there, wasn't there? There was something valuable.
They made sake.
Oh, that's right.
Village
Yes.
made sake.
Yeah.
They brewed excellent sake.
That's right.
Something to do with the quality of the water from the well. But it fell into disuse because disrepute because of Was it ghosts or Araburu Kami or bandits? It was unlucky, but no, now all is well. And the Kami has smiled upon the village. And who's this? He says, looking at the young lady.
Yes, introduce her to him and say that we are planning to take her.
Kochiki desu. This is Kochiki in Japanese.
Take her to live with Tomoe's mother, so she won't be under your feet for long.
Yes, well, she can probably sleep in the in the stock room. Actually, no, she can't sleep in the stock room. She'll have to sleep over there. Okay.
Or we can put some kind of curtain around it or something.
Okie doke. Well, he's quite willing to put you up for the night. Asks what your plans are for the near future.
Well, we're going to take this young lady to Tomoe's mother. That's our first plan.
Oh! When you said you were going to take this young lady, he started to look a little bit disgruntled. Then you said, "Who her Tomoe's mother?" Right, fine. He is. So you're travelling back to Hanamishisu. All right. Okay. Well, fair enough. Well, I'm not sure what the weather's going to be like tomorrow, but good luck on your journey.
Thank you.
So you're not looking for employment on the docks?
Not just now.
Not immediately, no.
Thank you.
I am looking to. I would like to buy some shuriken. Do you know where I can get some?
1 second. He will check to see whether he can think of anybody. He's pretty sure he can get you some.
Could you possibly get me 4 shuriken?
See how many are available. So as far as those are concerned, yes, they are available. And there are 7 available if you want them.
Like 4, please.
Okie doke. So that's 4 at a nice round 2 silver, 15 copper each.
5 silver. For 4. No. 10
5
silver.
silver for 2.
10 silver for 4.
10 silver for 4. Yes.
My mental arithmetic is terrible today. It must be the 7 languages I'm learning.
10 silver. Okay. Thank you very much.
Okie doke. He will point out that those are not legal to carry, but he's sure you know that.
Yeah, they'll be concealed.
Okie doke. And you. For food.
We lost you there, Dave. We missed what you said there.
My apologies. You bed down for the night, knock off a copper for food, and Tomoe will chip in another copper for feeding the young lady. So I will knock 2 copper off her. And today is the 30 Mutsuki, last day of the month.
We're on 29 now, no? It was 28
They're
yesterday.
on 30th now.
Oh, okay. I've missed
30th.
the day.
Yep. Well, you travelled via Mirawa, Temple of the Great Waters, Kagami, and you reached Nobioka on the 29th.
Okay.
Split up loot. And on the 30th, you're going to be travelling south.
Yep.
The young lady is not going to be moving very fast, I would point out.
Now that we're good friends with the rat gang and whatnot, is there anything we can bring with us that will make hiding, for example, weapons easier?
Yeah, do they have like little like straps for you the inside of your thigh for hiding weapons in and things like that?
Well, they don't tend to use wakizashi or tantos that much because they prefer to keep their customers alive. Knocking them about with a club or a tobacco pipe does the damage, but leaves them alive to make more money off.
At the same time, though, they do smuggle quite a bit of weaponry and whatnot, all kinds, so...
Yes, but smuggling and carrying it are two different things. If you're talking about smuggling, yes, there are ways of doing it.
That's like false
Yeah,
bottoms on boats and
yes,
stuff.
well, I'm thinking more so like a way to store it on my person, but not immediately be able to draw it.
Yeah, like strapped to the inside of your thigh or something.
No, I was thinking like some kind of special kind of bindings to make it look like something else.
Ah, yeah.
Okay, what
For
sort
example.
of weapon? What sort of weapon are you talking about? Because obviously each weapon's a different size and shape.
Yeah, I mean, I have this really nice katana here that nobody's actually taken from me yet, so I'll ask about that one.
Sorry, which katana? The one that you borrowed, or the one?
Well, nobody's claimed it yet, so.
You mean the one in the loot?
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry, has that been? Sorry, was that given to you or sold?
That was so. The one I currently have on my character was borrowed by them.
Borrowed from the gang.
From the rat gang, yes. But nobody made any mention of it when I stepped off the boat. So.
Oh yeah.
I think they would have.
Are you exploiting the DM for getting something there, are you?
I mean,
I love it.
He did it with me when I lost my bow. So,
Yeah,
I mean...
David he's absolutely prone to doing that. Do it right back to him, mate. I support you.
So you are walking off with rat gang property. Is that right?
As long as nobody makes mention of it, sure.
Okay. So.
Well, I will mention it if I remember.
Various things were borrowed, so Tomoe will hand in her naginata, etc., and they will check on. They will take the shuriken back.
Yeah, I borrowed them, didn't I? I didn't buy those, did I?
Yes, you did. You borrowed them.
I will give them back.
Yes.
I mean, if they're grabbing everybody's things, they're probably grabbing mine as well.
Would they be happy? Would they be happy to sell them to me?
Well, no, because they're difficult to get hold of.
Yeah.
They're rare goods. I mean, occasionally somebody's got them for sale in the town. But,
right. So we're going to go back in time a little bit, and the other three that was it, Kosa didn't buy from One Shoe. I'll take those.
Okay.
7.5 silver.
7.5 silver. 7 silver, 30 copper.
And change my shuriken to 1. No, to 3.
3.
So it's 7.5 silver off. Right, okay.
Yeah.
Fuck, I could take off 8 silver and add 15 copper, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
But yeah, in the case that I don't have the katana, then I would ask about the wakizashi.
Okay.
And while we're here, One Shoe, here's 31 copper, give me a silver, you dick.
He regards you with disfavour.
I give him a wink. I give him a wink.
Will carry out the transaction, but isn't especially careful about filling your sake bowl full this evening. Okay, so you are asking one of your rat associates about hiding a wakizashi.
Yes. At the very least, so I can have it on my journey into the new province.
Okie
Thing is, these weapons might not be banned in another province. This is a provincial
Exactly.
rule, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I'm hoping it's not banned in there.
And they still need to try and find some way of concealing shuriken. I don't want to put them in my prison pocket, like.
So, as far as hiding a wakizashi is concerned, it's a relatively straight weapon, about 6 foot long.
It's 6 foot.
Isn't
Sorry,
the wakizashi's a short sword, isn't it?
Sorry,
Yeah.
Half a meter.
sorry, about 2
Wakizashi's-
foot long.
Yeah.
About
Yeah.
Half a meter.
my apologies.
Half a meter, Dave. Half a meter used to be wakizashi.
Yeah, because it's 6 foot. It sounds more like the Nodachi.
Yeah. Wakizashi's the short sword, isn't it?
Yes. So as far as that is concerned, it's still a relatively wide blade. So
That's awkward.
it
Disguise it as a walking stick, maybe?
no, it would be too large for a walking stick, too large round.
Too round and it's curved.
Hmm.
Yes. So you basically have
Unless,
to straighten out the curve.
Or find a bench.
But if
piece
we
of
just go
wood
full
to fit it in.
Satoichi with it, you know, just hide it inside of a cane, just to take the blade out. But yeah, probably not.
That would require an armorer to.
That's a special thing, isn't it? That would take a specialist armourer, in fact, wouldn't it?
Just remove
pretty
the blade
difficult.
quite easily.
What about just a curved stick and hollow it out? And then you can put it inside a stick, and it might look like a funny walking stick, but it'll still look like a walking stick.
Yes, but your stick is going to have to be about 6-inch diameter.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Unless it's got the right curve on it. If it has the
Believe
right
me-
curve on it, it doesn't need to.
Believe me, they're quite big. I'm looking at my wakizashi over there, and it's pretty big.
Yeah. Nah.
Yeah.
And that's where okay.
About the only thing they can think is there are tools that the builders use, plumb lines and so on, and some of them carry them in a ready-made case. It would be about kind of 6 inches wide by about long by about 2 inches wide by about 3 foot long. So effectively, it would, if you think of an oval case that normally holds a plumb line, you could probably get one of those and have the top of the plumb bob and so on at the top covering the rest of the case. So if they take the top off, it looks as though it's a builder's tools.
Yes.
Yeah, because I was thinking, I'll post a picture in the Here's a Nippon channel, like this kind of case where it's just the blade itself inside of, because they typically made it this way when they needed to be carried before they were assembled into the full sword with the handle and everything.
Yeah, I see.
Yes, but don't forget, you're not just carrying it from A to B. You might have to pass an inspection.
Yes.
Yeah, I just mean that if you modified this slightly, it could at least look a bit less conspicuous than like a full-on sword of a guard.
Well, you can take off the guard, etc., and just leave the tang and the blade.
Yeah.
So then you could put it in something relatively thin and flat.
Exactly.
Oh, right, yeah.
Uh,
So my plan you could do if you take the guard off, putting it through a hollowing out a curved stick, sticking it inside that. You could do that if you took the guard off, eh?
But you then
So
still
the
need to
Japanese
count.
at this time have things like spirit levels. Do they have things like spirit levels?
They tended to use things like plumb bobs and water levels.
It would be a rudimentary older version of a spirit level. Yeah, they would use water. It's the same thing. We use a simple a modern version of it within a ruler. They would do it with a pool of water, wouldn't they?
Like you say, you could probably It's in some
They-
kind of builder's tool bag or something, whatever.
That's what they're thinking. I mean, even if you kind of put the blade inside something thin, then you've still got to put the hilts and the scabbard in something else.
Mhm.
I mean, the simple way to be would be to just roll it up inside a bolt of cloth, but that's reasonably obvious, and
It's not going to pass inspection.
it's going to be difficult to get past an inspection. Something which would get past an inspection is if you have something that looks like a set of builder's tools, that when they take the top off, it still looks like a builder's set of tools, but you then kind of pull off the top of the plumb line, etc., and hidden underneath it, you've got a recess with the wakizashi in. So something like that could be built. It depends on how much you're willing to spend to get something which will carry it where it's illegal.
If it's going to cost him more money than he has, I'm happy to chip in because it's valuable, I think. I'm thinking about how I'm going to hide these shuriken. I want to have them with me in this new province.
Yeah, because then we can ship them all together, and we can also keep this around for further use.
I don't mind helping you pay.
Yes, how much would that cost me if I needed one of these?
Well, they don't know. They're just thinking of ways of doing it for that you could do it. So they could have a word with a carpenter and see whether they could knock something up. 1 second. Dumpty. So that would be a set of tools.
The Yakuza must have a guy that does things like this for their smuggling operations and stuff. You know, fitting false bottoms on boats and all that. They must have a false bottom guy.
Yes, but there's a difference between a carpenter who just makes large units for concealing stuff in a boat.
Yeah.
And a craftsman who's going to adapt a builder's kit, a builder's toolkit, to conceal a wakizashi and still look like a builder's toolkit.
Yeah. I mean, if we need any of this to be done with metalworking, I'm actually pretty good at that.
Well, no, they tend to limit the amount of metal involved, so that would probably set you back. Let's see. How lucky are you? Dumpty. So let's just go back to one shoe, close that, and check how lucky you are.
Oh.
One luck. So it evens out. So that's going to be. They reckon that for about 4 silver, they could get a craftsman to modify a builder's toolkit so that it looks like the real thing, but isn't. Okay.
I've got an idea how you can conceal shuriken as well. Not on your body, but in an item like that. Picture a wooden mug, right? Just put a thick bottom on that, and it's got a little sliding thing that slides out, and 3 shuriken just go in there and just clip it back in. That must be doable, right?
Sliding bit could probably cost you quite a bit, but yeah.
It's a little metal hinge and a specialist cut out piece of wood. Yeah, it'll cost a little bit, but not as much as yours, I don't think.
Well, as far as that's concerned, there's a relatively easy way to conceal shuriken. Just get about half a dozen wooden bowls, cut the bottom off one of them and glue it in. So if you think of bowls stacked up, yeah, you just see the bottom bowl and then you see the lips of all the others up to the top bowl. So if you have 3 bowls and the middle bowl, you just cut to just below the lip and glue that into the bottom bowl. You drop your shuriken into the bottom bowl, then put the top bowl on top.
Yeah. That's a
Right
plan.
up Mr. String or whatever you want.
Yeah, so we'll buy half a dozen wooden bowls.
Okay, anyway, I've got currently 4 silver on me. You said you wanted to ship in a bit for this?
Yeah, I don't mind. What do you need?
3 more silver.
Yeah, no problem. There you go. You owe me 3 silver.
You want 50 copper? I got that.
I want 75 copper back. No, wait. 95. Nah, don't worry about it just now. If we ever get rich, give me 3 gold back.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, 3 silver.
Okey
It was
doke.
3 silver. It wasn't gold, it was silver.
3
wasn't it?
silver.
Ah, don't even worry
Yeah.
about it, man. Forget about it.
Fair enough. So, going back to the main map. As far as that is concerned, that will take. How quickly can they get it done? Be 4 days before they can make it, and then take them a day to do. So in 5 days' time, you can have your builder's tools. Okay, your
Essentially,
builder's
pick it up.
toolkit.
Pick it up.
Alright.
Pick it up when we come back.
Yep.
If your back is actually here, and pick it up when you come back.
Righty ho, they will get that done for you. Let's just move you all back to the main map.
So we're going to stay around for 5 days then, do 5 days work at the docks maybe?
No, we're going to go. Pick it up when we come back.
Alright, okay. I thought we wanted that in the other province though. That was the whole point.
Yeah,
We're
that,
going to need
yeah,
it for the future.
sure.
Especially leave you
It's
right
just,
here.
you know, it's just, if we're sticking in this province, it's gonna be hard to use it, even if it's hidden.
Yes,
But,
it's leave no witnesses job, isn't it?
yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter too much. I mean, if we go into this other province and, you know, people can legally carry these kinds of weapons, we'll just have to beat somebody up and take it.
Yeah. Should be easy enough, right?
We're not
Easy enough.
expecting to get in any trouble, are we? We're only going to Hanamichi.
No, of course not. There won't be any trouble at all.
No, we're not only going to Hanamishisu, we're going to the whole other province, aren't we?
No, we're going to Shibuya.
You're going to visit Tomoe's mum in Shibuya.
Ah, I thought Tomoe's mum went to the
Oh,
whole
I
other
was
province.
thinking. Oh, it was his
Right,
sister.
so we're not
Then. That was
again.
in like a completely different area. It was almost maybe it's about brother that was in a completely different. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no! Tomoe grew up her in South Hyuga.
But her mother's here.
It's not far.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
but I remember it being some talking point, like we would go to another province to meet
Yeah, I
somebody.
thought it was miles away. Oh no, that was to go and sort out the brother, wasn't it? Or to or not the brother.
Yeah, I think it was the brother or something. Yeah.
Yeah, or like the husband to be that she didn't want, or something like that.
Okay, if you call up the journal, where are we?
Well, either way, I mean, we can do this and just say hello to the mother, and then we can deal with the brother at another time.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Right. Tomoe wants to visit Kumamoto because that's where our aunt lives. I think it's an aunt. Anyway.
Well, her sister. Her sister married
Sorry, my
someone
mistake.
in
Sister.
Kumamoto. But that's on the other side of the island.
Yes, it's a long way away.
Yeah, but
A long way away.
I'm into a journey. I fancy a journey. Like, I think that'd be
Well, there's
cool.
2 ways to get there. You can either travel up into the hilly country, then across the mountains and down the other side to get to Kumamoto, or you can go all the way around the coast road, up to the northeast, across the north, and then down the west coast. Okay. But anyway, as far as visiting Tomoe's mum is concerned, she's living in Shibuya.
Okay, so that's easy enough to take this Skittle to.
Okie doke. So, Kachiki can only travel normally 6 hexes a day down the Saikaido.
That's fine. We'll go at her speed.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not in a rush this time.
Okay, so in that case, on the 30th, Mutsuki, you set off down the Saikaido. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you wish to push it a little bit further to reach the village? Today's... Well, you know there's a village just 1 hex for 1 re further on.
We could push for it.
Yeah, if it's just 1 re, yeah,
Yeah.
we'll go for it. Yeah.
Okay, and you reach Kona. And did you have any problems on the way? No, everything passed successfully. And you stop for the night in Connor. You can actually see that there is a group of soldiers on the bridge this time. Just keeping an eye on who's crossing the river. So you stay the night in Connor. That will set you back 3 copper each.
Yeah.
I will knock off Tomoe's. Tomoe will also, now that you're in the village, buy some peasant garb for this young lady. Wearing the garb of a prostitute on the road is getting you some funny glances.
Good point.
So we'll set her back 1, 3, 4, 12, 15. Okay. The young lady is suitably grateful and feels a lot happier. She asks permission to burn the rags.
Yes, of course.
They are duly disposed of in a small pyre. Okay. So
AFK for 2 seconds. Can still hear you.
okey-doke. So you travel to Connor, Chishi given peasant garb, burns her old clothing. Again, clear skies the following day. It's reasonably pleasant weather. It actually gets reasonably warm by midday. So spring is definitely on the way. So you travel 1, 2, 3 to there, and then going up the road there.
Sorry to stop you for a second. Is this now the 1st of the next month, or are we still on the 30th?
No, this is
Next month.
the next month.
What's-
So it's 1 Kisaragi.
Hisaragi or
No.
Kisaragi?
Kisaragi. Kisaragi.
Kisaragi.
Memory.
Yeah, thank you. The only thing that's consistent in my notes is the date, so I have to make sure I've got it.
Okay. So you reach Hanamishisu about midday. You don't think, going at her speed, that you will actually reach Shibuya by nightfall. Do you wish to stay in Hanamishisu, or push on and camp out for the night?
Boss,
We'll stop in Hanamishisu.
go see your parents.
Not all of you.
Hell.
Joe can go and wind his old man up.
Kinzo can come to my... Listen, you can come and stay at my parents if you want. They're alright, like...
Okay.
Oh, that's very kind of you, but I'll stay at the inn.
Uncle is pleased to see you.
I shall join you at the inn.
Okey-doke.
Okay.
Well, should we just make a night of it then? All of us.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and if you
Might as well. We could have a wee drink and that.
That's extra.
Yeah, I don't mind paying for my drinks.
Okey-doke. What if you want to buy some sake?
I'll buy what is it for a keg of sake?
A keg of sake will set you back a gold.
a lot.
Yeah, but that's enough for all of us for a good drink for the night, isn't it?
20 cups.
Yeah,
It's 20 cups of sake.
I'll buy a keg of sake for the team. Let's have a drink tonight, boys.
Well, 1 second. First of all, they might not have one. This is only a small
Good
village.
point. Good point.
You're just gathering up all the sake in the entire village into one keg.
Yeah, they do actually have a keg of sake.
Okay.
That will set you back 1 gold, says the innkeeper questioningly.
I'll take it off him and give him a copper tip.
And the gold?
Yeah, I've given him the gold. Yeah, I've taken it off my sheet. So if I,
Oh, good,
yeah,
good. Right.
yeah, I give him the gold and a
I-
copper as a tip.
I thought you said I take it off him and give him a copper
No,
tip.
no, I've taken it off my sheet and I've taken a copper off as well for his tip.
Easy come, easy go.
Yeah.
You
We've
have a keg of sake.
just finished a big mission and we're celebrating before we go free this woman to a better life. So yeah, we're gonna have a drink tonight, boys.
Okey-doke. So knock 6 cups of sake out of your keg of 20 then.
Oh, no, I wasn't planning on us drinking 1 cup of sake each. I was planning on the 6 of us, or the 7 of us, drinking a keg of sake tonight. It's a celebration. It's the end of the month. It's the first of the month. We ended our mission. We've got a month off. We're about to give this woman a better life. I think we should celebrate.
How hungover do you want to be tomorrow?
I feel health saving throws coming on.
Well, we're only traveling at her speed anyway. It's not going to be that big a problem to be hungover, is it?
I still don't want a bad head in the morning.
Okay.
Could potentially run into bandits. We haven't bumped into them up there
I feel
before.
like yeah, bring the keg and we can have it after we've arrived.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll do that then. We'll take the keg with us.
Okay. Please add a keg of sake to your character. This
Okay. It's gonna
average sake keg, 20 cups.
It's gonna kill my
Only
weight, isn't
weighs
it?
6 pounds.
It's just we're already going slow anyway, so you're
Yeah,
right.
yeah. I'm right. So keg of sake, is it on the general equipment?
If under general equipment, if you click the drop down and look for average sake keg.
It's not alphabetical, is it?
No.
Oh, fun. Average sake keg. Okay. And it weighs 6, you said.
Well, it should come up
Ah, yeah. If I
automatic.
put the number 1 in, it'll automatically come up, right? Yes. I'm like, oh, wait. I've got to say that it's carried, haven't I? I've got to go on the sheet and say an X on
How
the-
you're carrying it.
yeah,
yes.
on the carriage. So that's 3rd one over, isn't it? Okay.
Mhm.
I am now lightly encumbered.
Righty-ho. So that moves your BMA down to 5, which is still almost twice hers.
Yeah.
Okay. You were not inspected when crossing the bridge, by the way, Yanagi. They did look you over, but there was nothing obviously suspicious.
What would they be looking for with me? I'm completely innocent.
Sorry, Asakura. My apologies, Asakura.
You got patted down and he's just breezed on through. Give a big lump sticking out the side of him.
Yes.
Everybody reacts differently to a good pat down.
Yeah. See, when I'm coming home from Amsterdam, I just walk straight to the guys that pat you down. I just go straight to them because I stink. They're going to want to pat me down.
I think it's funny. Like Asakura in this group is the one who wants to be the least criminal, because he's the one who has the most illegal goods on him.
Yeah.
Okay, it's slightly cooler this morning when you set out, but the sky's still clear. So you head up the road to Shibuya. Does anything happen on the way? No, it's a peaceful spring morning, and you reach Shibuya late afternoon. And you are taken to Tomoe's house, Tomoe's mother's house. They greet each other, they fall into each other's arms, tears are shed, and everybody's happy to see her again. The headman will drop by and welcome you all to the village. and he will invite you all to the inn to share a cup of sake with him and tell him the news of your ventures in the great world beyond.
Oh, we'll share more than a cup, my friend.
That's his treat.
Oh, wonderful.
Well, you are
lads.
a good odor in the village, aren't you?
We're just doing what's right. We just do what's right. We're just good guys.
Yes, you
Don't forget,
rescued some
ladies and
of their
gentlemen,
children.
certain things we've done are off the record. So.
Yeah, we're good as far as people know. Yeah, we're good guys. We're good guys
As
on the
far as this
surface.
village is concerned, you rescued
We're
their
heroes.
kids, so yes. Okay, so you repair to the inn, and well, Tomoe's mum will actually feed you all.
Was that worth on taking her back? If this town's giving us hero worship, isn't that on?
As far it's a deed of charity, yes. So Tomoe will be thanked by her mother for providing help in her old age. Lays it on
I'm
thick.
going to slip. Dave, I'm going to slip Tomoe's mother 3 silver.
Oh.
She inquires why.
Because we're good guys.
Looking after this young lady. It will be some time before she's able to be fully productive. So.
Are you actually going to explain that? Where she comes from?
Yes, I'll tell her.
Okay.
If she asks me.
In that case, well, she will ask where she comes from because her reactions to being in the village are not the usual ones. She's appears to expect to be badly treated, shall we say. So there's obviously a story there. Tomoe's mum will ask. When she finds out, she will refuse the 3 silver and explain that she herself was rescued from a bad situation, and the least she can do is help others who have also come from such a situation. But she thanks you very much, and
thank her for taking her in.
And she will have a quiet word with the headman, who is also impressed. And let's see, does Tomoe say who suggested that? Right. I can't remember who was it suggested it. Was it Yanagi who suggested it originally, or was it Kyūryū?
Who suggested what?
Taking the girl and giving her a better life.
That's me.
I think I said that quite early on as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was both of us.
Okay.
To be fair.
Fair enough. In that case, Tomoe will say that it was you two that suggested it, and you can add 1 on each for that charitable suggestion.
Hey.
And you are given free lodging at the inn for tonight. For the night, Tomoe's mum will cook you a meal, and the headman will stand you to a cup of sake.
Lovely.
Fine. So, Tomoe's mum will take Kachiki back home, make sure she's settled in, and return to the inn to thank you for your good deed. and a quiet evening is had. Now, you basically get a free cup of sake from the headman. Are you planning on having a drunken night with your barrel,
Well,
Kyūryū?
it seems like I'm the only
I'm
one
not,
interested in a
personally.
good drink.
I will have a drink, but I'm not getting anywhere near drunk.
All right, we'll have a cup each
Okay.
then.
Yeah, we'll have it. We'll have you.
And I'll give the head. I'll one for the headman, one for Kuchiki, and one for each of the boys in. So that's 8 cups.
The headman will accept and share in a cup.
Put 12 cups left in my notes.
Cheeky will accept reluctantly and drink it slowly.
It's because she's used to what comes after the sake. There's nothing bad going to happen to you after the sake. You're free now. It's just a drink. There's no bad man coming after this. It's just a drink.
He's not used to drinking sake.
What are the other options for a drink?
Water.
Yeah.
And tea.
Mizu desu. It's water. It's Japanese.
But she basically she was just expected to do her job. She wasn't given any consideration by the rabbits. So you insisted she have a cup, so she's having a cup.
No,
she
I don't insist. No, I just try to reassure her that it's just a drink and there's nothing.
That's what she felt, I'm afraid.
Yeah, okay.
You were passing it out and here for you, so she reluctantly accepted it.
Okay.
She's still not sure. She doesn't want. She's not used to sake. She knows the effect sake has on dockers because she sees it, and she doesn't want that to happen to her. An upset to Moe's mum. So she's just drinking it very slowly.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay. Generally, the impression you get is she's downtrodden and she's just used to doing what she's told. So if anybody says anything to her, she will do it. But hopefully her spirit can be healed now that she's out of the business. Anyway, you have a quiet night. Nothing happens. The bouquet don't bother you in any way. Do you want to do anything while you're here? Lord Kanawa's estate's just up the road if you want to go and visit. Talk to the garrison or anything?
What are our plans for the rest of the month, guys?
Honestly, I thought we were leaving the.
Yeah, I thought we were going to a different province, but we're not. So I don't know.
Well, the House of the Rock is just up the road.
I suppose even though we don't have a particular goal in mind, we still could just take a look outside the province, see what's there, and go back home then later.
Yeah, I'm totally up for exploration, man. Totally.
Where are you thinking of going?
The Black.
Probably north. Then I was thinking.
You could return to the hill of Daitakuga and investigate that.
Just
a thought.
I kind of feel like just
when you said the Black, that is Black.
Yeah, just wandering the road north, perhaps to see what's up there. No.
Yeah, I'm totally up for that. I'm up for exploration.
I don't think some of the others will be, including me. But that's what you want to do. That is fine. You've got that,
If you got something else you'd rather.
Yeah, we'll go with the majority. If you've got something.
3 weeks. 3 weeks left to do whatever we want.
What do you fancy doing?
Well, 2.5 weeks.
Well, whatever, yeah. I was thinking nipping round the corner to House on the Rock since we're close to it.
Yeah, do some training, some martial arts training.
Couple of weeks training and go home.
Yeah.
So, well,
Why not, eh?
my preference would be House on the Rock, given my performance in Miyazaki.
Yes.
I clearly need to get better.
You certainly do.
In that case, maybe me and Tomoe can somehow make our way back to Nobioka, because we have nothing really to do here.
Well, you could always train with the garrison.
True, but I feel like quite slowly, comparatively.
It's not as good as the as being in a school, and you obviously don't gain the benefits, but it's certainly be cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, certainly be cheaper.
Well, I intend returning to Nobioka.
Okay. Well, if we agree to meet back at Nobioka at the end of the month.
That's fine by me.
Yeah.
Is that the end of the month or a couple of days after, given that the training would run?
It'll be a couple of days after, because if somebody's dropping into the House on the Rock,
Yeah.
then it's going
And
to
then
take you
run till
a
the 30th.
couple of days to get to Nobioka afterwards.
Yeah.
We're only
Yeah,
on
it's
the
gonna,
second of the
yeah,
month.
it's going
aren't
to
we?
take me a couple of days to get to Nobioka as well to begin with.
Yes, but training is normally kind of the kind of
10-day chunks. Yeah.
10-day
Yeah.
chunks.
Yeah, so I'm
So
thinking of doing 2 weeks.
Yes, we're doing 2 weeks.
So that would take you up to
2
the
weeks,
30th,
so-
and then a couple of days travel to get back to Nobioka.
I thought we were
Yes.
on the second. Because
What's the next
because
month
they're
called?
Sorry, the next month is Yoyoi.
Shall we say the 3rd of Yoyoi then, in Nobioka?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
Well-
I'm just thinking that if we're meeting up in Nobioka anyway, me and Tomoe may as well go over there to train.
Oh, yes. Yeah, the three of us travel back to
Yeah.
Nobioka to train, and the other three go up to the House on the Rock.
Yeah.
What are our thoughts for after once we meet up again in Nobioka? What
Well, that depends on what developments there are.
What's happening in
and of course, remember,
Nobioka,
we'll be
yeah.
back under rat control, as it were. So they may have some jobs for us.
Okay.
So we'll see you gentlemen on the 3rd.
See you in 2 weeks. 3 weeks.
Well, the following day, the 3rd, is the Shinto festival of Kanamara Matsuri. Prayers are being said to the kami for easy childbirth, marital harmony, and protection from diseases. Oh, I thought you'd be interested. So it is a celebration in the village. Okay, so I believe that you're all traveling south to Hanamishisu and then up the Saikaido as far as the bridge to Kona, and then some of you are traveling up the southern bank of the river, and the rest of you are going over the bridge. Would that be fair?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okie doke. So you travel down the road. So, what's your speed at the moment?
Down to 5, I think.
Only whatever speed the Bushy can do. Sakura. Or unless... He's probably still doing 5, isn't he?
I'm 5.
Asakura's 5.
Sakura's 5, yeah.
Yep. Yanagi's 5. And currently Kyūryū's 5.
Currently, yeah.
In actual fact, your keg has got slightly lighter. I think it's about 5 pounds now, so you're a little bit better off, but
Still been covered.
not sufficiently. Okie doke. So 5 traveling on that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's actually 3 Rai used, and then 4 Rai there. So those going to Nobioka would reach there if they wished. Those going up the river would reach there.
Okay.
Do you wish to do that, or do you want to spend the night in Connor together before you split up?
Well, I suggest we stay in Connor.
Okay, in that case, you stay in Connor for
Yeah,
the
we're
night.
not in a rush to get there.
And yep, the soldiers are still on watch at the bridge, but again, you aren't pattered down. Not obviously, you're not carrying anything that is attracting a toll.
Well, do the 6 of us have a glass of sake again then before we all part ways tomorrow?
Yeah, sure.
Okie doke. So I think you're down to about 5 cups left after that.
It was on 12, so it should be 6 left.
Okay, 6 left.
Yeah.
Okay. And the following day, again clear skies, slightly warmer, with a moderate breeze from the southwest as you depart the village. And you agree to meet up on the 3rd of the following month as one group heads north and successfully reaches Nobioka. And the other group heads up the river. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And how does that go for you? No untoward happenings. So, Moe and Kinzo and
Asakura.
Asakura reach Nobioka. Let me just note that down. So, Moe.
So who am I going with? I am with...
No.
Kyūryū, Kosa, and Yanagi are all going to
Kosa
the
and Yanagi, yeah.
Asakura.
Cool.
Right. Okay. Those reaching the house on the rock are welcomed in as previous students. Those travelling to Nobioka, I presume you're dropping in on One Shoe again?
Well, I certainly intend to.
I mean, might as well.
Well, it is only the 4th, so there's 6 days before the next lot of training. So, do you want to see whether or not he's got any jobs available?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Henry, AFK for a couple of minutes.
No worries.
Okie doke. Right. So he will have a think. He doesn't have anything himself tomorrow. He has something the day after, but he'll check and see. Yes, there is general work available. So up for the rest of the week, which is till then. If you're happy to work on the dock, then he's got work available on 2 days, and there's general work available on 3 days. So there's 5 days out of the 6 you can get work.
Okie doke.
Sounds
Okie
good.
doke. So that would be a total of 3, 6, 9 plus 8 is 17, less 6 for the food, so that would be a net 11 copper for the two of you. Not for Tomoe though. She can't get work on the docks because she's obviously too weak. That's not exactly how Monshu will put it, but he apologised for the fact that he can't actually find work for her. So she will see whether or not she can find anything else to do.
Because it's actually ironic that she's the strongest one in the party.
Yeah, she is. Like I say, she's stronger than the rest of us.
Yeah, she actually has the strength.
Yeah, but the dockers aren't going to work with a woman. If they let women on the docks, it'll do them all out of jobs.
Especially if she's better at it than I am, because she's stronger.
Possibly, yes. So she will see whether or not she can find anything to do in town, because she does have some practical arts. She will speak to Wanshu and see whether or not she can find anything. Wanshu will have a look around for her outside his normal domain, but he is actually able to find something for her. And he can get employment for her for 2d3 days. So that's 4 days. So that would be 4 days at 2 silver, which is 8 less the 6. So she can make 2 copper for those days. Fine. At least she's not starving. Okay, that takes you to the end of the week. The end of that week. Back at the house on the rock. You're welcomed in as previous students. Are you planning on staying for classes the next week?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. In that case, you'll be put up. You can have space in the dormitory, but you have to provide your own food.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So if you knock off a 6 copper each,
Okay.
that will do you for that day, that week. Now, as far as what's available, let me just open that sheet. So that is the... There we go. That's the one I wanted. So, the week that you're looking for information on is it's second week in Kizaragi. Okay, so as far as what's available in town is concerned, if you're looking for Kinzo and Asakura. If you want, I can just read out what's available.
No, that's all right, Dave. I'm going to go to the Harvey's Blessing Shrine and do 2 weeks of Shinten.
Jolly good.
Yeah, I was thinking of going to the Flower of Yoga school.
Okay. Flower of Hyuga are teaching Senjo Jutsu this week and also painting.
Senjutsu, what's that?
It's basically battlecraft.
This is like tactics.
War
battle
tactics.
Battle
Okay.
tactics, yes.
Military tactics.
Man
Do
the
they,
battlefield.
yeah, what are they gonna have a week after this?
The following week, they are teaching Nita Genjutsu, poetry, and Yarinaga Jutsu.
And what's Nito? You said.
That's the two swords
Okay.
skill. You can always ask. You can always try and persuade one of the masters to teach something else.
Yes, see if we can persuade somebody to teach me Yaijutsu this week.
Okie doke. So let me just dig out the sheet. Not that one. That one. Okie doke. So you want to teach one of those two teachers to teach you EI Jutsu. Let me check who's capable, or rather what they're capable of. Flower of Hyuga. And this is Kizaragi. Okay, so it's Okada Izu and Aochi Shigetsu. And so it's those two. Okay, so Okada Izo is a master of EI Jutsu. So if you get him to teach you, it would be beneficial.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to persuade him to take the class. So you get a
Would I
base.
get any bonus in this for having a status of 4 in the Flower of Yoga school?
Well, your status in the Flower of Hyuga is your group status is 13.
Mm.
Okay, that means you have a base BCS of 2. Okay, so you need to roll 2 or less on a D20 for him to agree to do it. You get on top of that +6, +5 because he's already busy, and +1 because you are an extra pupil.
Mm-hmm.
If you've got anybody else doing it, you'd add 1 per pupil. So effectively, you need 8 or less on a D20 to persuade him, +1 per silver you give as a gift.
Right. Okay. Maybe I should have changed out my money before, because now I don't have any silver. I only have copper and gold.
It's all right. You can get it changed at the school. They do not charge you for changing if it's for payments for classes, because you will be paying for the class anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll,
Do you wish to make a gift?
I'll make a gift of 1 silver. Would that be 30 coppers then? Yes.
No, it's +1 on your die roll per silver, not per copper.
Yeah, so he's given 30 copper.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So I remove 30 copper.
Okay. So in that case, you need to roll 9 or less on a D20 for him to agree to teach you.
Good luck.
Okay.
Yep.
Rattled in bones.
There
we go.
Nice roll, Doc.
Congratulations. Yes, he is willing to teach you EI Jutsu for the first week.
Perfect.
Okie doke. So let's just do. Actually, I may as well do Kinzo first because it's just 2 straight weeks, correct?
Yes.
Okie doke.
Go to
So
AFK for a
let's
sec.
just see, Kizuragi 2 and 3. So it's Furanzu and then Kanushi. So Furanzu. Okay. He is greater level than you. It's not a bonus for you. And what's your current skill in Shinten?
18.
18%. Fair enough. He has a usable Torimono. Okie doke. In that case, your first week will earn you 3 plus your learning rate. And your second week, who's teaching the second week? The abbot himself, sorry, the high priest himself is teaching Shinten. So it's 5 plus your learning rate for the second week.
Just what I needed.
Okay. So that's 8 plus twice your learning rate. And add 2 to your score in that particular shrine. Okay. Meanwhile, back at the Flower of Hyuga School, Okada Izu is teaching Iai Jutsu. And what's your current score in Iai Jutsu?
67.
Right. Unfortunately, the teaching scroll that they have in katakana only goes up to 67. Are you literate in hiragana or kanji?
No.
In that case, sadly, they do not have a usable teaching scroll for you, so that knocks your learning rate, your bonus down. So that will give you 4 plus your learning rate for the first week, and it will cost you 5 silver.
Okay. I'll transfer one of my gold in that case to silver and then that up. So.
Okay.
And it's 12, right, per silver?
Oh,
per
silver
gold.
to gold, yes.
Yeah.
So you get 7 silver change.
Yeah.
And for your second week, what were you planning on doing?
I was actually thinking of trying out that dual weapon technique thing that they got going that week.
Nito Kenjutsu?
Mm-hmm. I believe it is it's a one of the brigade that I get a bonus in.
Nito Kenjutsu from memory is bonus if the weapon is a bonus. So for you learning it as a Bushi, it would actually be a bonus.
Yeah.
Yes. It's a bonus for you. So you're starting from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll see. So Do you want to put Nito Kenjutsu in under your Bugai? Can we paste it in?
I think so. Yeah. I put that. Yeah. Put that
Okay.
in. Yeah.
Fair enough. Ah, what the hell happened there?
Wrong.
It's all right. It didn't. I thought I'd copied, and it didn't copy. So it's a bonus for you, and so your score in that will go up by. So who's teaching it? It is. Aha! It is the sensei himself who's teaching it. You are indeed honoured. So Nito Kenjutsu. Now, you are literate in katakana, and they do have a teaching scroll in katakana.
Mhm.
So, higher level, it's a bonus for you, and there's a usable Torimono. So, therefore, you gain 6 plus your learning rate at a cost of 6 silver.
Okay. And how much status did that give me?
That gives you 2 weeks in the school, so that's +2 on your status for that school.
Right.
Okay, Kyūryū, what were you planning on doing?
Well, we have to see what they're teaching first.
Okie doke. If you're interested in the Moving Waves School,
No,
they are
I'm up at the house on the rock. I'm not in Nobioka.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. In that case, we'll just go to the house on the rock. So, at the house on the rock, let me just find that. The house on the rock.
Who do we lose?
I don't know.
I've lost Doc.
Hey, Doc.
Yeah, it's Doc.
Okay. Hide those rows. Okay, fine. So, the house on the rock this week. Onaka is teaching Atemiwaza. And next week they plan to be teaching classes in Shuriken Jutsu and Tonfate.
Sorry,
So I'm afraid
I was replying to a message from Doc actually because he just mentioned about dropping out. So could you repeat for me? Sorry, Dave. I was replying to Doc.
sorry. Okay, this week all the teachers are busy apart from Onaka, who's teaching Atemiwaza.
Well, that I can learn. That's something that I have. I'm happy to learn that.
Okie doke.
What about Kosa and
Right,
Yanagi? Well, Yanagi's just dropped out the game, so what about Kosa? No, sorry, Yanagi's David. I'm getting confused. Asakura. Asakura is Doc, sorry. Confusing the new characters.
Atemiwaza works for me for
Yeah?
week 1. Yeah.
Right. What are your skills in Atemiwaza?
85.
70.5.
No, what is
Okay,
it?
well,
I'm looking at permanent or effective? Are they both the same
You're
anyway?
permanent.
85.
Yes. Unfortunately, he can teach you nothing about Atemiwaza. You know more than he does. But he can teach Yanagi.
Okay.
I doubt very much he can teach Kosa either.
Kosa's as good with the Temiwaza as I am, if not better.
Exactly. So I'm afraid that, unfortunately, this week there doesn't look to be much available for him to teach you that you don't already know.
But then the teachers that are busy, we can always try and convince them to teach something else, can't we?
You can try and persuade one of them to teach you, yes? But if they're busy, you're going to have to ask them to stop doing whatever it is that they think is more important.
Are any of them also teaching Atemiwaza, and those students could move to this class, the one I'm in?
No,
Would that be-
no. There are 6 teachers in the school. 5 of them are busy doing stuff for the school. There is only one class being taught this week, and that
Right.
is by Anarchy.
I
Anarchy.
wasn't sure whether they were busy because they were teaching classes that were already booked and committed to.
Oh, no. If there were classes, I'd tell you.
Right.
But unfortunately, they're all busy on school business.
School business. Duties.
Yes. So they're not. There isn't anyone who's free who you could try and persuade to start teaching. But because they're all busy.
And we can't do a week strength training. That's a month at a time, isn't it?
Correct.
Yeah. So there's nothing really I can do for a week, is there? Maybe I could help out around the school with some of the jobs with manual labour, just for free board, for a week.
Well, yes, they're willing to put you up for another week.
But I need to find out what's happening next week, or I'm just sitting here waiting, and then I might just find out there's nothing next week.
Well, Kosa could attempt to teach you.
Oh yeah, that's right. Me and Kosa are both not going to learn anything here this week. Kosa could teach me.
Kosa, do you wish to attempt to teach him?
Are we?
Or is he away from the keyboard?
Are we able to use the school's facilities to do that?
Yeah, because going out in the cold doesn't work very well.
No, it didn't work last time. But we're better weather now. We're in the spring, or we're at the start of the spring.
Yeah.
You would have to try and make a status roll to let you use the school facilities.
Okay. Well, we need to wait and see what Nick's saying first.
The following week, David mentioned there was Shuriken Jutsu and Tonfa Te.
Shuriken Jutsu is good for me. I've only got a 15 in that, so I'm going to learn that.
I'd happily take some Tonfa Te. I don't have anything in that at all. So,
what is Tonfa Te?
Waza and Tonfa Te work for me.
Tonfa Te is using the tonfa,
Yes.
which is
an
an agricultural instrument.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where are we? What's special about it? Okay. Tonfa is a baton fitted with a handle at one end.
Yeah.
And you can use it to strike. You can enhance blows using a temiwaza. And
like a police baton.
The modern police baton is based on the Tonfa.
Yeah. So like a T-shape, a small T-shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, got you.
And so you have a protruding bit in your fist or a long piece, or
Yes.
It can. One of the advantages in the way you can hold it down your
arm as a guard. Yeah, you can fight against someone with a sword with it.
Gives you some ability to block lethal.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Which you can't really. You can't do that with a Yawara, can you?
Nope.
No.
So, I mean, originally when I was putting Yanagi together, Tonfa was what I was thinking of instead of the Karma, and then I went, you know what, Karma and Kazari, just quite fancy that as a combination, which I've not had a chance to use because it's illegal. But so I'm happy to do the Tonfa.
So for the second week, I'm happy with Shuriken Jutsu. It's just what I'm going to do in the first week.
It's just what you do in the first week.
Yeah, I think Nick must be AFK.
Well, let's do your second week then and get that out of the way.
Okay.
I'm here.
Oh no, you are here. Right. Okay. So what's Kosa want to do? Do you want to teach me this week since we can't learn anything here?
The problem
I don't think I can teach you much, to be honest.
What's your effective or permanent? What time was that?
89.
I'm 85.
He can teach you up to 89.
Yeah, you can teach me a little bit.
But I'm not. I'll do it, but I'm not going to put any effort into it. If you know, and I'm not going to try and convince the school to let us use their facilities or pay for it.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll pay. I'll pay
I'm
for
quite
it.
happy just to
I'll do the roll in, and if they say no, they say no. We take a week off. If they say yes, I'll pay for it, and you can train me. Deal?
But I will spend the part week just doing manual jobs around the school, whatever they want doing. And if not
Yeah.
teaching him, I'll do the same the first week. Whatever they want doing, I will do.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do in the first week as well. If you can't teach me, so we'll try and convince them. I will try a status roll, to let us use the school's facilities for Kosa to train me for a week.
You don't. So let me just double check what that's going to be. Your status in the house on the rock is 13, so your BCS is 2.
After all, they don't have the classes aren't being used. You know, nobody else is teaching anything, so it's not getting rid of somebody else or making room, is it? There's space.
Yes, but you are not a member of the school.
I am.
Yeah.
I am. House of the Rock. I'm a member.
Sorry, my apologies. You are not formally enrolled as teachers in the school.
Yeah.
Kosa is not a teacher.
Yeah, we're members just.
Just
Yes.
a student. Just a student.
Yes.
So my BCS is 2.
Yes. Do you wish to
Jesus.
make a donation to the school?
Yeah, I'm going to make a donation anyway. So even if I fail, I don't mind giving a donation. So it's, I'll donate 1 silver, and I'll make my BCS free.
Okey-doke.
Roll the 1.
Come on, let's go. Oh, wasn't that far off. Oh well, a week off.
Okay, so you both have a week around the school. Well, all 3 of you have a week around the school.
A week
correct?
a week and a half.
Well, I get to the end of this week, then do the Temiwaza, and then the Tomfate.
Right, so you are taking a week of a Temiwaza.
Yes, please.
So let's do yours then. So a week of a Temiwaza. What level are you? 1, yes. So he is actually a higher level than you.
I would think so.
He's only 2nd level himself. This is the junior member of the teaching staff.
Is it just me then?
It is just you this week.
Oh, private tuition. Happy to pay the extra. Happy
No,
to pay the
he's
extra.
he's teaching a class. You are in the class. So, what's your current score?
70 and a half.
Ooh. Are you fluent in hiragana?
Yes.
Do you read hiragana?
Yes.
Good lord, there is a teaching scroll up to 98 in hiragana. The one in,
I used before.
the one in katakana is only up to 71.
Right. Yeah, I have hiragana.
Okie doke, so in that case there is a usable Torimona. So therefore, you will get +4 on your learning rate at a cost of 4 silver. So it'll be 8 halved.
Yeah, 8 halved.
So it'll be, you now have 74.5. Not quite there.
Unlucky.
Okie doke. So the following week, there is a class in Shuriken Jutsu by Hachiji. So Hachiji is doing Shuriken Jutsu. Okie doke.
So this is the 21st to the 30th of Kisuragi, yeah?
Yes, it's 3rd week in Kisuragi. And that is bonus for you. Now, Shuriken Jutsu, they do have a katakana scroll up to 87. So I would imagine that everybody can use it. So anybody who wants to learn Shuriken Jutsu will gain 5 plus their learning rate at a cost of 5.
5 silver.
Yes.
So I'm going to have to hand over 1 gold and get 25 silver back.
5, 6, 7.
I'm sorry, they're not giving you 25 silver back.
No, it's 12 gold per silver. Sorry, So I'm going to give them 1 gold.
No, it's 12 silver per gold.
12 silver per gold. So I'm giving them 1 gold, and I'm getting...
Do you want some basic tuition in economics? Inquires
Mathematics.
the cashier.
What did you say the total cost was? 5. So I'll give
5 silver.
I'll give 1 gold and get 7 back, right?
7 silver,
Okay.
yes. And you get 5 plus your learning rate. And if you're not over 60%, then it's at full rate.
That's 5. That goes down to 12, and that goes up to 12. Yeah, okay.
Okey-doke. One of you gets +2 on your membership in the school.
Sorry, so I went up by 5 plus my learning rate, you said? 3 plus
5
my
plus
learning rate.
learning rate.
Oh, so I went up by 7, and that's on the final.
Correct. Yes,
I'm gonna-
on your permanent.
Okay.
So what's that gone up to?
25.
So you've actually gone up 2 BCSs, correct?
Yes. Base BC,
Which
final
is
BCS is
0
now
point-
6.
Which is plus 0.2 on a physical.
Oh, must be just went up to 30. No, sorry, 29. I think. Let me just do undo. Hang on. Yeah. No. My speed just went up to 23. It was at 22.8. Sorry.
Okay, change it to 23.
Got a hard time with numbers tonight. Yep, 23 on my speed. Okay.
Which has just moved your base movement allowance up to 6,
Mm-hmm.
despite being partially encumbered.
And do we get any status bonus for the House of the Rock? Sorry.
You gain 1 point in your earned status in
Okay.
House on the Rock because you trained for a week.
Nice one.
As opposed to Yanagi, who gets 2 because he trained for 2 weeks.
Yep. Sweet.
Woohoo!
Got my speed saving throw up though, and my base movement up. That's nice.
Mm. Well done.
So, Tom K.
Okay. Ponpate. Let's just sort out who's doing that. That is Yoyaku. Ah, he's not bought anything before to any of you. So, Ponpate. Ding, 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 ding. Level is higher than student. It's bonus for the student.
Yep.
Now, do they have a usable Torimono? No, they do not have any Torimonos for Tongfate, sadly. So, you will get +4 to your learning rate.
Okay.
At a cost of 5 silver.
At a cost of 5 silver. Right. 5 silver. 4 to the right. Oh, would you look at that? I've gained a BCS.
Hey.
Oh, congratulations. So you get 0.1 on a physical.
I do, which puts my strength to 12, so I can carry that a little bit more.
Nice.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Hey.
So strength affects how much you can carry, but speed how quickly you can carry it. So the encumbrance is 2-tiered.
Correct.
I like it.
As a matter of interest, Dave, how far in advance do the schools work out their teaching schedule?
They normally do it 3 weeks in advance, so they can tell you
3
what
weeks,
they're
okay.
going to be doing over the next 3 weeks. Beyond that, you can actually jump in early and try and book people for personal tuition without being at negatives. If you, in that 3 week period, they plan out what they're going to do. So if a teacher is free, then you've got to persuade him not to be free. So you're at a disadvantage.
Okay.
But if you try and get to, if you're looking for personal tuition, the best bet is to try and do it in advance, before outside beyond the 3-week window, because then you don't have that disadvantage.
That's what I was thinking about.
Except with the sensei of the school or the the senior member of the organisation, because you're always at a disadvantage there.
Yes, he does what he wants.
Well, other people are competing with you for his attention. Okie doke. So I think that's everybody done. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's potted up their changes to their characteristics. Yes.
Yes.
And all that.
Okie doke. Right, and we have progressed to the end of 30 Kisaragi.
Saragi.
Okie doke. So,
I don't suppose the school has anything that requires doing, do they?
right. Let's see. So you are inquiring whether there is a task you can do for the school? Or
Yes.
just asking if they've got any jobs that, just mundane jobs, get rid of.
Well, I'll explain the sort of things that we've done in the past. And so, is there anything that needs any of our
What
skills?
are you going to list amongst your skills? Bandit hunting.
Bandit hunting, yeah.
Yes.
Transporting valuable cargoes.
Fighting Araburu-kami and forest
Escorting
goblins.
people.
Yeah. At the very minimum, if we are planning to go back to Nobioka, if there's any messages en route that they want delivering, if we're going that way, at the very least.
Okay.
And we could do that just to help out.
Right. So, for the one of you with the highest status, please make me a status BCS. Basically, you are seeking a task from the school rather than just deliver this message sort of thing.
So my
Correct?
My group status is 14 here.
Yeah, I think it's Kyūryū who's got the highest.
Okay.
My group status here is 20 with House on the Rock.
Where is it?
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, I did spend a lot of my childhood here.
That's your role then.
Yes.
Good luck.
Yep. So you have a base BCS of 4.
Yeah.
So roll and tell me what you get.
8.
Okay, so that's plus 4. So let's roll some percentile dice.
Not a million miles off. Oh.
Yes. Well. Young Yanagi. Let's see what. Okay. There is something you could do for us, yes.
Oh.
Let's get this right. I just need to check something. 1 second. I just need to consult my list. Hang on, wrong book. I want that one. So. The one I wanted. Okay, would one of you care to roll a D? and if you roll a 6, roll again.
On Yanagi.
1.
Sure.
It's a 5.
That's a 5. Okay. Okay. They do have a task that needs carrying out. They have a teaching scroll that they have agreed to exchange with another school in the area, and they would be grateful if somebody could carry it for them. And the school that they wish it to go to is the Harvest of War School in South Hyuga. And I'm going to have to just check precisely where that is.
Okay.
So let me check that. So I'll open that. So that is which one did I say it was? It was the Harvest of War School,
Yes.
Of War.
which is actually a martial arts school and not a martial school. And that is quite some distance south.
You wanted to travel,
Basically,
Kyūryū?
Sorry?
You wanted to travel, Kyūryū?
Yeah?
it
I'm
would
happy.
be a case of okay. It's south of Miyazaki. Basically, you need to travel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 25 ri down the coast beyond Miyazaki, and then turn north to reach Oyushi Castle, which is a further 1, 2, 3, 10 ri, and then follow the road 6 ri to the northeast to the Harvest of War School.
It's 81 ri, roughly.
It's a trek.
Now, you may be able to get a ship south to Miyazaki. There aren't that many ships that travel further down the coast.
I don't know if docking in Miyazaki is a good idea.
Huh?
No, I think we will put it. We will stick
Yeah, I think we'll go
to
by
solid
foot.
ground. That way we can go around Miyazaki.
What point do we find out about this? That there's this potential job, because presumably we're thinking about what are we going to do afterwards. So presumably in the
Well, I'm going to ask it when I've got this week and a half doing nothing particular. Well,
right. Okay.
Looking around the school anyway.
Okay.
Because if that's the case, maybe we need to send a message up to Nobioka.
Saying that we're going to be more than a
To
month.
bring south, get them to come to us.
Yes.
Okay. Well, you may be able to in the remaining. You are there for you find out in the first half week that you are just hanging around helping out.
Yeah.
Because it was Asakura who asked. Sorry, it was Yanagi who asked. And he was training the last 2 weeks.
Yes.
It's my idea, but I prodded Yanagi to do it.
Yes.
Oh, yes. So that gives me plenty of time in week 2 to run to Nobioka and back.
Yes, you and
Yeah,
with-
Cal can go with you. Yeah.
yes. Okay.
Okay.
So
what
let
are
us.
the
let
terms
us
and conditions of this job?
they will provide you with the scroll to take to the Harvest of War School, and when you get there, the sensei will accept it and give you a scroll to return back to this school. And when you return with it, they will offer you. Would probably, given the time it would take somebody from the school to go, they'll offer you 2 weeks of free tuition each.
Hmm.
So that would be the equivalent of about of about 8 or 10 silver.
What we're talking about, 10 days there and back, eh?
Well, it depends how you go. The quickest way to get to
Oh, yeah.
Miyazaki is probably by ship.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Not sure it is, probably. Once you get back on the main road.
Yeah, the Taikaido goes straight down there. We've got a main road.
Well, the Saikaido goes to Miyazaki, but then stops. And you've got to travel around the coast. And as far as traveling around the coast is concerned, there isn't a road around the coast much beyond Miyazaki. There is a road for about 6 ri from Miyazaki to the village of Tsindabo, but after that, the road stops then, and basically you're just going to be trudging around the coastal strip.
I've got no objection to that.
No, it's fine.
Okie doke.
We'll work out something to reward the others. It's easy enough. Let out.
Okie doke. So, as far as that is concerned, you then need to trek back to Nobioka and then return. So, let us check and see whether anything happens on your trip to Nobioka. And I presume you're going to leave your non-essential kit behind, Kyūryū?
I'd say we could probably drink the rest of the sake. There were 6 cups left. If we'll have one each a night for 3 nights, or the 3 of us that are here have one each a night for 2 nights, it's gone. So I can get rid of that off my sheet.
Hey, fair enough.
Whoever
Casual
did
way
carry,
gets
I'll
rid of
drink it.
gold.
Yes.
Listen, it's good for morale. You don't really you forget about that.
Yes, but the other people in the refectory and the school drinking water don't necessarily regard this as a good thing.
Yeah, but they're
Okay.
training this week. We're not training this week.
Right. So, so in the second week, how many days does it take you to find that out? So let's see. Yeah, it is in that second week that you actually do the travelling. So, in that case, you've got, what's your BMA now, Kyūryū?
Is BMA bears. Oh, it's up. Jesus, where do you find it? BMA 8.
You're now faster than Kosa.
I've dumped all my physical attribute gains into speed though.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, all the physical attribute gains I had. You know, when you get like 0.1 on a
true,
physical,
yes,
I've put
yes.
every single one of them in speed.
Fair enough. Okie doke. So you're travelling at a base of 7. So let us see what happens. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get down the side of the river as far as to Connor. 6, 7. If you push it, you can get to Nobioka, and you'll both have suffered some subdual damage, but you can get to Nobioka by late nightfall.
Yeah, we can push it, Kosa, eh?
I've done it in a day before.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okie doke, you reach Nobioka, and unfortunately, there's nobody staying in One Shoes. They're all learning at the moment.
Okay, well, somebody shot One Shoe knows where they are.
Yep. Okay.
We'll have to go around.
You pop round after classes.
Yeah, in the evening.
And ask if you can see your friends. They let you in. See what they say.
Yep, tell them what the plan is.
Okay. Asakura, Kinzo, what is your feelings about this?
Still there.
Asakura's not
Well,
here.
Tim's still there,
Tim.
but he's
So what's the plan?
We are going south past Miyazaki with a scroll from the house on the rock to go to the house of, what was it? The Shrine of War or something?
it's the
Harvest of War.
The Harvest of War.
Harvest of War,
We're going to take a
which is
scroll to...
school in South Hyuga.
These two schools are swapping scrolls.
We've got a courier job.
Also, we're going into the black zone, if you like.
Yeah.
Off-piste.
Yeah, we're getting to do some
Kyūryū's
exploration.
Making your way past Miyazaki.
Yes.
I mean, we've already beat these Miyazaki thugs up twice. If they want to beat you up a third time, go for it.
It's very kind of you to offer me the chance, but I shall pass on it.
So you don't
you get
fancy...
that?
Yeah, you don't fancy this mission?
Just got that. Yep, got that.
No, that's it. Good luck on it. I don't know. Asakura and Tomoe might want to go.
Any reason you're not on it?
I'm not a member of the House of Rock, as such.
Hmm.
We're only students there. We're not members as such. We're only students.
I'm a member.
You're not your
Yeah,
student.
Yes. You're classed as a member, but you don't have an official position. You just attend there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As far as Kinzo is concerned, he's not a member, so he doesn't see why he should do any work for him.
Because we're being well paid.
No, you go away and do what you want.
Oh, I don't know about splitting the
okay,
party
mate.
for that long, though. I don't know if that's wise, is it? Are you just going to stay in Nobioka and study if we go without you?
I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet, but I shall certainly be studying quite hard for at least a month.
Right. I'll be pumping iron, I suspect, for a month.
Okay. Well, we'll
Well,
have
anyway,
to find out. Yep.
Whatever happens, I suggest we use One Shoes as the meeting place. So whenever you come back into Nobioka, you come
Always
to
check in
One Shoes.
at One Shoes, yeah. And we could always, if we're passing, we go to One Shoes and the guys aren't there, we tell One Shoe where we're going next, and he can let
Yeah, we'll leave a
the
message.
groups know, yeah.
Okie doke.
Yeah. Always happy to pass on messages, says One Shoe to himself. Okay, so we'll have to find out from Asakura and Tomoe whether they want to go. Okay. So, given that neither of them are on at the moment, I think that's probably a good point to stop.